I serve at the pleasure of the first African-American president of the United States of America. I serve with the first African-American Attorney General of this country.
As the leader of a voter rights organization, I was extremely disappointed to hear Mrs. Lynch comments in a speech she made in Los Angeles last February, when she said that voter ID laws were passed in the Deep South so that, and I quote, minority voters would be disenfranchised. And further, that she applauded DOJ's lawsuits filed against those states having ID programs and promised that those lawsuits would continue.
We send in this country people try and take over the State House and reverse the goals that have been made in voting in this country. But I'm proud to tell you that the Department of Justice has looked at these laws and looked at what's happening in the Deep South, and in my home state of North Carolina has brought lawsuits against those voting rights changes that seek to limit our ability to stand up and exercise our rights as citizens. And those lawsuits will continue.
70% of Americans believe that showing photo identification in order to vote is a common-sense safeguard to our electoral process. Should we count on continued resistance from a Department of Justice led by Loretta Lynch?
But more than that, it's more we have to fight. The dream is still continuing, not only in the courts, but in our schools. And they take our babies, minority children, black children, Hispanic children, and they put them out of school before they have a chance to learn. And so the Department of Justice, this past year, has gone into the South, although we're looking further, and brought the first school-to-prison pipeline cases against school districts in Alabama. Mandela and King show us the power of maintaining the belief in what is right and what is just.
In fact, the most significant voter disenfranchisement threat currently facing our country was made possible by the President's recent order of executive amnesty. States are not prepared to deal with the coming influx of illegal aliens wanting social service programs like Medicaid, welfare, and of course driver's licenses. Federal law requires that these programs offer voter registration opportunities, which is a wonderful thing for American citizens. But these programs were not designed to verify citizenship, leaving many states without the necessary firewalls to ensure that non-citizens do not end up as registered voters.
I serve at the pleasure of the first African-American president of the United States of America.